What's going on, guys? All right, man. Video number 2 for the day. And then I think I'm done because I got things to do. I actually got a busy day ahead, so let's get this going, shall we? I've been doing a lot of fishing here lately, and you know what? God has it on my mind that I want to use my boat on the river as an example of a lesson. So let's do this, okay? Now bear with me. Give me 3-4 minutes. For all you Christians out there, for all you people who follow God, okay, you know what it means. You know the world that you're living in. You're living in Satan's world. What does that mean? This world is out to destroy your soul. Okay? Now, here's the key. This is the key. You're in the river. Okay, that river, man, I'm telling you, sometimes even the river can have 4 or 5 foot waves. Believe it or not, I've seen them, man. They get pretty big when that wind is blowing, okay? You get a big storm, man. Them waves are pretty damn big. So you're in the river, in the boat. The river is this world that you're living in, okay? Let's just say that. What is the safest place for you to be, okay? And the safest place for you to be is walking with God. You're in the boat. As long as you stay in the boat, okay, you are with God. Now that river's going to churn. You got to go up river to get to God. You got to fight the good fight of faith. Okay? You're not going down river. You're going up river. The whole journey, you're going up river. You got to get to that point where you got to go God's mountain. Okay? How do I want to say this? So anyway, guys, during your trip, during your journey, as long as you're in the boat, as long as you're walking with God, as long as you're praying with God, as long as you're staying with God, and you're in that boat, you're going to be safe, okay? You will be safe. Now, there's times, like I said, the storms are going to come up, the hurricanes are going to come up, but God is the eye of the hurricane. You're going to find that calm and that peace, as you're going through them storms. But the main thing is stay in the boat. Okay? You want to fight against Satan. You're going to fight against some pretty powerful demons in your life. All kinds of things are going to happen to you. Now, there are times in my life that I know God, excuse my language, saved my ass. Okay? I'm going to give you guys just one example. When I first started following God, I was on my motorcycle one time, and I was drinking with a bunch of guys. And we were going to get on one highway called I-90 expressway, interstate, to go to another bar by about 10, 15 miles away. So I'm on my motorcycle. I had a Ninja 1000. So I'm going around this bypass probably at about 90 miles an hour. Okay? Just leaning down, man. I was almost touching my nose on the ground. But I was drunk. I was drinking. And I wiped out. Okay, next thing I know, I fell off the bike. Luckily, I had gloves on. I wasn't wearing a helmet. Luckily, I had gloves on because I remember I slid on my hands far enough to wear the leather right off the gloves down to the palm of my hands. Okay, that's how far I slid. The gloves were no longer there. There were reflector poles all the way around this bypass, around this curve. Okay, spaced about 4 feet apart. Somehow, I'm almost 6 foot. Somehow, I rolled through. I fell off the bike and I rolled because I remember I seen the stars, I seen the ground. I seen the stars, I seen the ground. I was rolling at about 90 miles an hour. I was doing about 90 around this bypass. Okay, I was getting into it. Okay, literally, I had that bike leaned over thinking I'm a Ricky Racer. Next thing I know, I'm seeing the stars, I'm seeing the ground. I'm seeing the stars, seeing the ground. Somehow, I rolled at 80, 90 miles an hour through them reflector posts, okay, that are spaced 4 feet apart. And my bike went down in the ditch. I went down in the ditch. And I survived. Okay, now, there's no way I should have made it through them poles without hitting one going sideways around a curve. Okay? I should have hit my head on one, and had I hit my head, I'd probably be dead. I would have cut my head right off. Literally. I'm not kidding you. I don't know how it happened. Okay, but I was just getting into God. believe it or not, at that time in my life. So let me tell you something. When you're in the boat and you're going upriver, you're fighting the fight of faith, there are times that God is going to save your ass that you know about. And then there are times that God is going to save your ass that you don't even know about. Okay, so as long as you're in the boat and those angels are going back and forth to God and they have their eye on you and they're going back and forth to God and you're doing right by God and you're sticking with God, okay, there's a million times that God is going to direct your path and save your ass, excuse my language, and you're not even going to know about it. Okay, you're going to know about a few times that he definitely saved your butt. Okay, but there's a million, billion times that he probably saved your butt that you don't even know about. Literally, and I'm not joking you. So God is working around the clock, taking care of you, and just praise him for that. Okay, but as long as you're in the boat, you know, that's the way God works. In this world that is filled with satanic forces and demons and devils, okay, Satan's trying to take you out, but as long as you're in that boat, okay, God is he's doing things that you're not even aware of. Okay, you may go through a hurricane, through a storm. I almost got thrown in jail for the rest of my life here a couple years back because I was falsely accused of something. God brought me through. Man, I tell you, dude, I was scared shitless because the satanic system, the corrupt criminal justice system, okay, these people are evil, man. They were after me, but man, God, he brought me through. And that was a trip. Okay, but again, that's one time, again, that I seen that God brought me through. Now, there's a million, billion other times that God is doing things and directing me that I'm not even aware of it. Okay, he's doing it. And I would have walked out in front of a car and man, he did something that made me go the other way. Okay, so that's how God works, but you got to stay in the boat. There's only one time that you get out of the boat, and that's when God directly tells you to get out of the boat. Okay, just like Jesus told Peter, walk towards me. Okay, but now Peter got out of the boat and he started trying to tiptoe on the water because he had fear. There was big waves and this and that. And he had fear and he started to sink. Okay, now let me tell you what you got to do. This is how you're supposed to work it. There's a little lizard, and they call this lizard the Jesus Christ lizard. I'm going to put a video of him down below. Okay, guys, watch the Jesus Christ lizard because this is what you got to be like. If you want to do it right, man, you got to do it like the Jesus Christ lizard. Okay, so anyway, here's this lizard, and there's only one of them in the world. And this snake was after this lizard, okay? And the lizard knew it. He's smart. You know, he's got his eyes open. Antennas are up. The snake is coming after him with this little lizard, okay? Now, he wasn't tiptoeing across the water like Peter did when he got out of the boat, okay? He ran, okay? These little lizards, man, they get running so fast that they literally run across the water. I mean, they get them little legs going, and that little tail's going, and man, blip, 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 and that thing is just, man, he's going across the water 1,000,000 miles an hour. He's moving so fast that he don't have time to sink, okay? This dude is cooking, man. I mean, so anyway, guys, they call this lizard the Jesus Christ lizard because he ain't walking on water. He's running on water. So anyway, guys, that's what you got to do. If Jesus ever tells you to get out of the boat for any reason whatsoever, and you know it's definitely him telling you, not Satan, you get out and you do the lizard, okay? You take off running, man, okay? Run, 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 run. You run towards God, okay? Don't tiptoe. Don't be afraid. You get out and just take off running, man. You got to be the lizard. But I'm going to put that video down below. You guys can watch the Jesus Christ lizard. And I might even name this video the Jesus Christ lizard. Who knows? Why not, you know? Anyway, guys, all right, that's a good story. But anyway, guys, stay in the boat. Stay with God. He is protecting you. He is directing you. He is saving your butt when you don't even know it. As long as you're in that boat, as long as you're faithful, as long as you're staying on course. You know, God is, man, he's got his angels going back and forth, and he's doing things for you you're not even aware of. You're not even aware of it. Okay, that's how God works, man. That's awesome, dude. It's awesome. But it has to be that way if you're going to make it up that river. All right, guys. Peace out. Take care. God bless.